Howdy, I'm known as Dimwit, last mountain man, feared throughout the land. And welcome to another one of my Ain't Been Shot in a Century videos. I have a 10 gauge shotgun here, and it says William Lawrence, Laconia, New York. Or New Haven. Can you read that? And this is the mighty 10 gauge, and it's a very interesting shotgun. It's a top lifter. It's got this thing here that moves up, and then it opens like that. So, like this. And it's got a rebounding hammer and a trigger or return spring on the firing pin, and it's got a half-cock notch in there as well. So it's a very safe mechanism. And there's several more interesting things about this gun. Why don't we shoot it first, and then I'll give you a closer look, and we'll talk about it some more. I have 4 cartridges with me, and if you've seen my video how to reload these, you've seen me load them. So I'm just going to try these 4 cartridges to see how that works out with the amount of powder and things. And we're going to, this one is birdshot, and I have one with buckshot, and I have one with a round ball, and I have one that we call buck and ball. It's 1 round ball and 3 buckshots. So we'll try the bird shot first, and just to be safe, or safer, I'm going to put some different glasses on to help protect my eyes, at least, like that. Okay. Ooh. And that was a 10 gauge. I felt it. That's cool. We'll try one more. Let's see. I have them kind of color coded or whatever. This one that we just shot doesn't have anything on it, and that's regular birdshot. And this one with a red round circle on it, that's a round ball. And this one with a red cross on it, that's a buckshot. And red circle and the cross, that's buck and ball. So let's try the round ball. And if you've seen my other videos, you hear me talking about my 50-yard headshot. And we're on a new location here today, and I have moved my 50-yard headshot to this location. And this tree here is exactly 50 yards from that round steel plate that I call the headshot. And that steel plate measures 25 centimeters, which is a little less than 10 inches. It's about 9 3/4 of an inch. So that's I call that a head target. Okay, let's see if I can hit my 50-yard headshot target. Didn't hit nothing. I can't remember the loading data, but I'm pretty sure I put enough powder in there. I got the loading data down below in that other video I made when I loaded them. And okay, let's see what else we have. This is a buckshot, and now we're moving into heavier payload of lead, and that affects pressure and recoil just as much as the amount of power, it seems. So I'm kind of anxious to see what the recoil will be on this load, and then the dreaded buck and bowl. Okay. Well, you can definitely tell it's a 10 gauge. I wouldn't want to be in front of it. So if you think it's bad to shoot it, just imagine what it'd be like getting in front of one of these. And then, so that's 3-shot fire now. Then the one I saved for last, the buck and bowl. Favorite load of George Washington back in the French and Indian War and American Revolutionary War, but then it was used in muzzle-loading flintlock muskets. But this is kind of the grandchild of those guns, large caliber smoothbore, same thing, almost. Let's see. Oh, I'm still in one piece, and the gun seems all right. And just let me put these other glasses on, and I'll let you have a closer look, and we'll talk about it some more. I have not been able to find out a whole lot about William Lawrence Company in Laconia, New Haven. I tried to Google it, and I read books, and there's very little. And so if you have any information about that company and these guns, I'd be very happy to know about it. And if I was ever to write a book about guns, I think I'd try to research this, because nobody else have, seems like, and it's very, very interesting. And one of the interesting things about it is how it is made. It's got a clever mechanism, but I'm thinking more about the production method, because this company was really clever about casting steel, or casting iron, but not cast iron, but still cast, and well, steel. And so this receiver is a cast piece, and it's got these really thick side plates on both sides, and they are also cast. and there's hardly any machining done on this receiver. It's very cleverly cast, and there's just a little bit of milling and drilling and tapping, and very, very little machine work went into it. And you know, this would, if I had if I had like a production line at one of those companies that make reproduction guns, and I could make one kind of single shot cartridge shotgun. This is the one I make, and I would have used investment casting like Ruger became famous for. That's kind of they cast the parts in wax, and then they dip that into a ceramic slurry, and when that hardens they heat it up, and the melted wax runs out of there, and then they pour melted steel down in those ceramic whatever, and then when it cools down they crush the ceramics, and you have a very nice part, very little finishing work to it. And so this gun actually lends itself very well for modern production methods. So cool. And there's a half cock. You see that? You can hear it. So that's kind of a safety. A clever extractor, and it just works very nice. And I don't know what happened to this company, but this should have been ought to have been a very popular gun. It's very well made, and I've seen a few when I online, and they all seem to be a little different. The shape of these large side plates are a little different, but it's pretty much this same deal. You got this old-fashioned, almost muzzle-loading type hammer, and you got this top lifter lever, and some of them have like a pistol grip, and well, different types of shapes on a barrel. But I'm really fond of this gun. It's very cleverly made, and oh, I can really feel that 10 gauge. It's I don't need to go to a chiropractor for a while. I think it kind of loosened me up quite a bit. So well, heck of a nice gun. See you later.